All right. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Dad Strides podcast, the running podcast, all about getting those tired dad legs moving again. I am not your newest dad, Caleb Babcock.
And I am your newest dad, but you think I used to say favorite. We still don't have an intro by any means.
We
It
still don't
used
have
to
a
roll off the
podcast.
tongue so good, and we have more of a podcast than we have in the past couple of years. And we got a long one for you, y'all. We have a lot to catch up on. At least I think it's going to be long because we're talking about Caleb's 100-mile race. We're talking about Caleb and myself buying the most expensive shoes we've ever purchased together.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
match to be dad twins.
Also, though, we should talk about how we've tried to record this episode 3 times, and we've had the most amount of tech adversity.
Yes.
Niles
So if my
broke his
audio sounds
microphone.
horrible, if my audio sounds horrible, it's because I'm using some janky mic from China called Fafine, which no one's ever heard of.
Close the door on that sponsorship.
Yeah. We also want to talk about how Caleb had to navigate a 12 puke night last night. You know, I think some tips for dealing with multiple kids throwing up would be very applicable to the dads out there. And if you're a new dad or not a dad, well, just know it's in your future. You can never avoid the stomach bug sweeping through your house like influenza in the early 20th century. What else is there, dude? There's so much. I mean,
I feel like we should.
I've been chatting with crew chief. About your race.
Yeah, so clearly this week, we definitely wanted to capture this moment in time in history. The week before my first 100-miler, maybe first
Yes.
and only. It's a very good possibility because we could rewind back to this training block and just do like a high-level recap on it. But it took, and dude, the crazy part is like I feel like I ran as much as possible. I did like a solid 20 weeks of 40 to 50 miles. But dude, and like I capped out at only like 62 miles. And
Right.
that, dude,
It's
ultra
40
runners
miles
run,
less. Yeah.
bro, ultra runners run like 100, 120 miles a week. And I have no idea, how that's possible, how my body would ever even hold up, because I'm like half injured right now. Like everything's kind of flaring up. And I feel like I was running like between work and family, like as much as I could. So,
Yeah, that's crazy.
wait,
I
should we?
actually I feel like that's very relatable though. But we definitely need to dive into like reliving the past 20 weeks.
Can we
because-
highlight really quick just our
Yes.
trip to LA? Let's just start there because we recorded a pod like maybe a little bit before that, but our trip to LA
Right.
was about a month ago, work trip.
Yep.
Let's talk about our runs we got together there. A little
No one-
highlight.
People want
preview.
to hear about us.
Oh,
Us running together.
Tell me about. Did I look strong on the climbs? in Griffin?
That's actually what you want to know. Yeah, I've actually been
did.
gassing up Caleb a lot in my own social
Friend group?
circles.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, because like, I mean, my mom actually didn't believe me. She thought I was lying when I said you. I mean, because to like, you kind of forget that to like the everyday person, like this doesn't really exist, right?
I
It's
tell
like,
people at church. I tell people at church that, and they're just like,
yes.
they might hear me for a second, and then they like it doesn't hit them,
They're
and then
wait,
they're like, wait,
what did you just say? Yes,
in one
exactly.
time, like in one
Yes.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny.
But we've been in this world for so long, and like I just absorb
feels
all the
normal.
other Western States content, hard rock content. It's like, yeah, 100 miles. That's like the normal thing.
100%. So, Caleb looked really strong, I would say. I mean,
Dude.
I've always gotten torched by Caleb. I mean, that's like, I mean, Caleb out of shape is my in shape. Is kind of how usually these things work, where it's like Caleb off the couch can still torch me if I've been running 20 miles a week. So I think I've always been used to it, but this was a new realm of like, oh, he's just gliding up that hill. Like my calves are screaming, my heart's in my throat, and we're on like, 1,500 feet. We're on like a 1,500-foot climb in Griffith Park, so steep, and Caleb's just gone. So I will say,
Thanks,
I definitely
dude.
think you're in the best shape that since we've started kind of doing this.
I also just wanted to hear that because this last week and a half of tapering, you start to get in your head. You're like, dude, I haven't ran this, like it's only Tuesday, but I haven't ran this week. I only ran twice or 3 times last week.
Yeah,
It's one of those things where you start to like,
spin out a little bit, huh?
can I still run fast or am I strong? Because like on some of those like not peak weeks, you still feel pretty good because you're
Right.
running every day. But
Well, I'm even tapering because I picked up a little calf injury, being the weak man that I am with my little my big strong legs that are weak and
big weak
soft
legs.
and injury prone.
the last time we potted though, our approach to running was just run through your injuries though. So where are
I
you at
know,
with that?
but
Remember that was like
this
our
one,
big statement.
as I ran more, it hurt more. The
Dang,
ankle,
dude.
as I ran more, didn't hurt more. So it was an easier thing to, A plus or A plus B equals C.
You couldn't Goggins your way through the
Well,
Achilles.
really, what I was thinking is, I knew I had a bunch of hiking on a production. Which, if you follow me on Strava, we had like a shoot where we're carrying a bunch of gear up some mountains, and we didn't do anything too crazy, but it was still like a ton of vert. I think we did 5,500 feet in one day of vert, which was
Dang.
killer. I mean, that's awesome. And you're carrying 30 pounds on your shoulders and doing, kind of running around. So that was awesome. So some of the hiking training, it was like ran like so for me. Let's talk about my training block for being
Let's do it. Yeah.
for being pacer number one.
Couch to
Um,
pacer.
yeah, yeah. I think I ran. I think the most I ran was 27 miles in one week. I had about a bunch of weeks, 6 or so weeks above like 18, 20. So I was like, I started to get pretty strong, and then I went to Telluride with my kids, and this is right when I hurt my calf because I did one run there at elevation, and when I came home, I ran 6 miles and I felt great. Like it was like 800 feet of vert, like 10:30 pace, but didn't feel like I was really pushing it that hard. Like I just felt good, and for me, that's like quicker. I would say usually like if I'm running 6 miles with like 1,000 feet of gain, it's like I'm usually at like 11:30, 12-minute pace if I'm like just like chilling.
Yeah.
So to run a little faster felt good. I was like, ooh, the elevation training. I was feeling all psyched, and then my calf started hurting. But then I had these hikes at elevation as well, and I was like, you know what? I can kind of get through the next week and a half still running, and then get to 2 weeks out of this race and know that I'm not really going to get that much stronger in those 2 weeks. So then I was kind of like, so what I've been doing is I've been taking my baby, who's about 22 pounds now, putting him in the pack and going on like 3-mile hikes and
It's a
doing
heavy
vert
baby,
with him.
dude.
Yeah, just like it's like I think people call it rucking now. It's like you wear
Oh
a weighted
yeah.
vest and go run around. So I was like, yeah, he's my baby ruck, which has been pretty
Dude.
sick.
Such a
So
hybrid
yeah,
athlete
so
now.
I'm probably gonna get. What I hope happens is that you come in around 8:39 p.m. after you've been running. You're on mile 70.
Mile 70.
We've been
Yeah.
crewing you all day. You're feeling good. You come in. Obviously you've had to fight through some adversity because that's
For
just what's
sure.
gonna happen. But you come in around 8:39 and you just like Max J or Joe Cliff, whatever his name is, in King of Moab, you find your legs, and then in that 30 miles, you end up dropping me because you feel so good. Like if we
Wait, so
ran together for 20 miles and then you
I like
drop me the last 10.
I like this expectations preview. So this is your expectations
Well,
of
no,
play by
this
play.
is what I hope happens. What I
Okay.
hope happens is you get in around. I'll say it again. You get in around 8:39.
Yeah.
We start running together. We get to that aid station with like I think it's like 8 miles left or 10 miles left or something.
Yeah,
And then
89.
you look at me and you're like, I feel pretty good. I'm gonna start going faster. And then I go, well, I can't run that fast. And then you just leave me.
But that would be at like 2 or 3 a.m. This is if
Oh,
all goes to plan, and then I'd be like,
right.
Niles, are you sure you don't want to come with me still in the
Yeah,
dark
like it's
by
kind of
myself?
scary. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah, man. Just for if I somehow drop you, that would be the highlight of my career.
Right. It'd be a
There is no chance
it
to
would be a tough
my
pill to swallow as a
I'm gonna
man.
I'm gonna be hiking into that mile 70. His hips locked up. Everything's hurting. I'm probably gonna be puking, and this is the reality that will happen. And I'll be like, you guys will say, "Hey, Caleb, you can't quit. You have to literally just get to the finish line." But going back really quick. So you're talking about your fitness. I want to talk about our Stoke fitness. Like, where are we
Our,
at in terms
our
of? Because
stokeness, yeah.
yeah, our stokeness, because you can have physical fitness all you want, but like if we're not stoked, like where are you at
Mm.
in like stoke level for this event? Because you're
Oh,
flying up, like
Stoke level's pretty premium, I would say. Like it's pretty, yeah,
That's more
yeah.
important as a
I'm
pacer.
really
I think
excited.
if you're a pacer, you need your stoke fitness up more than
I've
your
talked about
physical
this race
fitness.
like it's my race. Like I'm running a
Perfect.
50K. Like I signed up
Perfect.
for a 50K and I'm super undertrained, but it's gonna be awesome. That's basically how I
Perfect.
talk about it.
Yeah,
Because
because
people are like, wait, you're going to run 30 miles at the end of July? Why? And I'm like, oh, well, my buddy Caleb, he's doing 100. 100? Yeah, he's doing
yeah,
100. He'll come in on mile 70. We'll run through the night. Through the night, like I've had that conversation
Really?
100 times. 100 times.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Um, so that's why it's good we're doing the podcast. So then if they can get the full play-by-play, but
The
yeah,
full
and all
play-by-play.
for real. So my Niles is my one and only pacer at this point, and you can pick up a
You're
pacer.
trying to get your dad to do a little bit.
I don't think he hasn't ran a step in a year. But again, I might just be hiking. But no, Niles can come at mile 70. I actually think there's a section before you could hop in, but I don't really.
I can
even
hop
wanna
in at
pace until
50,
then.
but that's not going to work for me.
Would that be? I feel like too, like deep down, I'd be like, I didn't run like a full 100 by myself. If you somewhat halfway through, but I
Right.
get it. So he's gonna hopefully take me from 70 all the way to the finish line. That would be year 30. So
I would, yeah. I had this like, oh, am I allowed to cross the finish line? But you were like, dude, it's gonna be the middle of the night. No one's
oh my
gonna be there.
gosh,
And I was like, oh,
it's
sick.
also
Okay,
such a
then
chill.
I'll
It's
just like,
if you haven't said it yet, or if you're just listening, it's the Hood 100. It happens in Mount Hood, Oregon,
gonna be
on my
beautiful.
birthday too. It's my birthday on July 26th, which is the day it runs. So starting at 5 a.m. Yeah, dude, I feel pretty prepared though. I made a whole spreadsheet of like estimated times just so that Ariana and the crew can like roughly see me, and also just to say, hey, you're going most likely like too
because you have a
fast.
goal pace, so it helps you kind of stay like, am I on pace? Or
Yeah, the
am I
first
off
half,
pace?
I just don't want to go too fast. Like, because that's obviously the tendency is like, oh, I'm going to run fast this first 20 miles, keep up with the front pack. It's like, no way, dude. I want to be so deep in that mid pack. It's 100 miles. Like, I have to be, which I am. I'm kind of scared of the distance. So I really want to approach it like very slow, very slow. That's my goal. And I'll be actually more proud of myself if I go out slow and finish without absolutely getting cooked than if I because, dude, like, again, this might be my one and only chance to run 100. You can easily go
The
cook yourself
training
in the
block's
first 30 miles.
been big. I mean, with 3 kids and
It's
work,
been long.
and
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, dude, it's a lot of time. Like what? How much time in Strava has it said that you've ran per week? Like 13 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, something like that.
Either between 10 to 13.
So
So
then,
that's like,
and then
yeah,
you include just the driving to get there. So you're
totally.
basically looking at
Yeah.
like 16 hours a week.
Part-time
18
job.
hours yeah, dude, that is. Yeah, I mean, guys, just let dad and moms.
I think my buddy Levi posted a meme on Instagram. He was like, it was someone else, but it was like a clip of this dude running. It's like, you would have no idea, like, the amount of time it takes to be a mid-tier runner is insane, or something like that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so true. Like, to
That
be
is
pretty
true.
mid at running,
be
it
pretty
still
bad
takes
at
so much effort. That's what I
Totally.
feel like. But yeah, if all goes to plan, I mean, I'll just throw this out there because it would be amazing if I get top 10. Actually, place is a lot less important to me. Sub 24 hours is my goal. 100 miles, 17,000 feet of vert. So it's not insane amount of vert, but it's not nothing. Pretty standard for 100, I think.
Yeah, I will say, I was going to say this a second ago, but I feel like you've perfectly leveraged your birthday, and we haven't really
Yeah.
talked about that. I mean, you have
true.
used that
It's true.
birthday as
Yeah.
a 20-week investment, and it's brilliant. So I think
Wow,
we
dude.
just let this be a lesson to all the dads, and if your mom and you listen, bless her.
Leverage.
I don't know how you put up with this.
Yeah.
But yeah, leverage the birthday. You know, I've kind of leveraged a few surfs, a few things like that, but squeezing out
Wow, I didn't realize I did
12
that
to
good.
15 hours a week of time for a single birthday, for you to turn 35 years old is brilliant. It's brilliant.
But then also to
That's
have her come down and crew me all day, which will be just as tiring as my, like, I can just zone
Right.
out and run.
And then like,
She's
and,
like,
then, and your buddy's flying up. You got a house in Mount Hood. I mean, it is. You have absolutely milked this thing so pure.
Dude.
So
yeah.
yeah, this
That's
is now
so
the bar.
funny.
This is kind of the birthday bar. It's like, oh, you went to Cabo with your friends. Cool.
I got 20 weeks
Did you have 20 weeks of freedom? Did you have 20 weeks of me time? Did you have 20 weeks of peaks of mountain peaks?
You have 20 weeks of ridge building? No,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's like, no, you didn't. Oh, you
No,
went on a trip to Vegas? Like,
I'm very stoked it landed on my birthday, because you're right. Like, I couldn't have got away with it.
right. Even if it maybe was the day after or before, it's different.
Wouldn't have been the same,
fact
yeah.
that the race was literally on, like, what do you want?
Yeah.
What do you want to do on your birthday? I want to go run this 100 miles. She's kind of like, well,
Yeah.
shit, you kind of have me in a bind there. Yeah,
Yeah.
finding a race on your birthday, I guess, is kind of the tricky part. So if anyone's listening that runs races, February 27th is my birthday, and it's a great time. It's winter, so in Southern California it's cooler, it's cloudy.
Dude, hit
Maybe
up
we plan a little race.
wait, are you trying to hit up a race director? No,
Yeah,
dude, I
yeah.
actually
If there's a
still
race
want to do
director here.
I want to do that Backbone Trail in California.
Backbone. There's a trail called Nine Tails in Santa Barbara that I've always wanted to do. It's like
They have a race there.
tons of yeah, it looks really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nine Tails, Backbone, and
There's the
the
Joshua
race
Tree
in Big Sky.
Traverse. That's popular too. The Joshua Tree Traverse, I think. And then there's also the San Jacinto Mountain out of Palm Springs. That's like
Yeah.
all those are like a big effort. You could probably
Well,
get
it's,
away with doing them in
like sea to
15 hours.
clouds or cloud to it's like
Cactus to Cloud.
Cactus to Cloud.
Yeah.
It's
That
like
is that trail, I
12,000 feet
think.
over. It's freaking,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so
That's-
gnarly.
And then you can take the tram down. Or you can run down. People
Can
do
you
it.
imagine running down that, just pounding the
I
legs?
saw, I think Max, speaking of Max Jolliffe, I think he did that
Jolliffe,
before
that's it.
before Cocodona as a training run, up and down,
Nice.
which is crazy.
Yeah, I finally watched King of Moab and was left very excited
Yeah.
to be a pacer.
I think I think getting around just the race environment once a year, maybe twice a year, is just good for
Yeah.
the soul too. Like it's good to be. I think for you and even for me, it'll be like, oh yeah, this feels fun. Because when you're training, you're just kind of solo miling a lot or with a few friends. With my schedule, it's hard to get runs in with people, but yeah, it's good to just kind of see the thing. That's why when I went to Cocodona with
Yep.
Kevin, it got me so like hyped just to be
Right.
involved again a little bit.
Well, and like that's what I'm like.
That was
Oh,
fun.
like what I realized this week is like, oh, I have a little adventure coming up. Like I get to drive
Yeah.
around the mountains and
Bro, you'll be
make
tired.
you soup. Oh, I'm gonna be
After-
proper wrecked. It's,
I
'cause
think
it's like
too that
it's a lot of mental strength too. And then like
yeah.
your kids are gonna be there. I'm gonna be chasing the kids around, making sure they're not breaking things while
Yeah.
crew chief is rubbing your feet.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. No, I feel like with
Ariana's
Cocodona,
officially like she will forever be crew chief to me now.
Crew
I think
chief.
like I love when you were like, yeah, she's.
We'll
crew
see how-
chief. I was like, sick. I
we'll
bow
see how
down
she
to crew
does.
chief.
We'll see how she does to get that
Yeah.
nickname.
Well,
No, she's
if
been
you
my
finish
crew
top
before.
10. You'll like hire your own crew chief next time.
Yeah,
Sponsored
right.
boy.
There won't be a next time.
Wait, how do you like the tantrum pack actually? Because it looks sick.
Really
I like how
nice.
it looks. I
Yeah.
really like.
I
Yeah.
will say, caveat, I've never been a pack guy. I hate them. I only wear them out of necessity because they are obviously practical for long days. I'm going to utilize at the race. I have kind of a strategy. I really like that raid belt I have. Love
Yeah.
it. Like one of my favorite running products in a while. I'm actually going to, the gaps between aid stations at this race I have them rough estimated as like anywhere between 1 hour and like 2:15 as
Okay.
kind of the longest. I have my pack. I planned on a few of the sections with the pack, but I'm actually going to rock the belt and be as light as possible. Because at a race, it's like, okay, yes, I did a few training ones where you're out for 5-6 hours at a time in one go with like a water filter, and
Right.
I'm carrying everything from the beginning. This, you might as well utilize aid stations and carry as little weight as you can for each one, and then
Totally.
you see your crew or you see the aid and you pick up more stuff. So that's my approach. It's might as well utilize the race so I don't have all this weight on me. So-
Every pound that you carry compounded over 100 miles probably adds up to a lot. Like if we were smart and
yeah.
like I went to college, but I've always sucked at math. I mean, I was getting like in second grade, I remember I couldn't go to my second recess because I had to like learn math actually because I was just not learning math, and I would so like math is horrible. But if we were good at math, you could probably do some sort of calculation that was like for every pound, for every mile,
Yeah.
like how much like force
Also,
or like wear and tear that is on you because it has
it
to be a
doesn't
lot.
even
That's a-
it doesn't even matter if you're good at math when you're an adult now with like Chat GPT and like
Dude, honestly,
literally
it's not gonna matter if
matter.
you're good at anything.
I know.
It's so-
But going back to the
World stuff,
Tantrums pack, I met Adam, the founder of Tantrums,
Yeah.
at Cocodona, which was awesome. Before that, I had already, because I'm like, I don't know, I get all this, absorb all the trail running content. So I'm like, oh, I saw this new brand from some of these other people posting about it, followed them. right when pre-orders went live, I pre-ordered it. So at Cocodona, I was like, "What's up, dude? I pre-ordered the pack," and then it came shipped. I got the wrong size because it doesn't fit quite like Solomon's. It fits more true to size. Solomon's fit a little smaller. I think I wear a small in Solomon, so I was like worried that. Yeah, he has a measurement tool on the website now, which you can use. But met him, he's cool. What I liked about it, and I like my Solomon pack a lot still. Like, don't get me wrong, they're the best packs because they bounce really well. But I have the 12 liter, which is like a pretty good size pack on it. Like, I can carry a lot of stuff to the mountains. I wanted a smaller version, and Solomon sells like the 4 liter, 6 liter. But I think the Tantrums brand was way cooler, and I got the
Right.
tan one.
It looks
And
sick. It looks sick.
yeah, it's smaller, so it has like a simple pouch in the back, 2 simple ones in the front, but the feel is very nice, just like a Solomon. So yeah, aesthetically and like practically, it worked good. I took it on that 28-mile day in the mountains. That took me like 6 hours,
Totally.
and
Yeah,
it worked.
I
fine,
actually
so.
love my pack. I mean, I'm such a if I look the part and feel cool, I
Yeah, let's
perform
talk.
better.
Let's talk about the gear. So let's talk about the shoes we got.
Oh, should I just go grab them really quick?
Yes, but also we should talk about our kits on like what the plan is.
Well,
If you're
your kid is way more important. But guys, just
No,
for
but
the
you said
record,
you look cool.
like I asked Caleb last week. I was like, "So what should I bring for myself?" And he goes, "Dude, I don't like." He very harshly said, "I don't give two SHITs what you bring, but you need to be self-sufficient." And I was like, "Oh, okay, sorry, Dad. Sorry, Daddy. I didn't mean to offend you."
Dude, I was probably also in a terrible mood from like these calls I just got off of. We're wrapping up like this post job right now, so I'm like a little stressed on that. The kids all got sick last night. I might be getting sick. I can't tell. So this week is not an ideal last week for a huge race, but it is life, and that's kind of the best part of it. It's never going to be perfect unless you're Walmsley.
Yeah.
No, it's not
Totally.
perfect for Walmsley either. He had to drop out of Western State, so
Oh, so sad.
at least I'm showing up to the start line.
Amen, dude. And at least you're gonna see your boy at mile 70. But yeah,
I'll see
we
you all day.
we
Oh, yeah, let's
that's
talk.
true. Yeah, so we
Yeah,
bought.
let's talk.
I forgot they're called the
I
On
think
Cloud Ultra
Pro.
Pro.
They got to throw the Pro
X?
on the end.
Yeah. Elite?
Max.
Yeah.
16 iPhone Pro Max.
I actually did just get a new iPhone, which is funny.
Is it feel good? Is it feel good?
Buying
I can't talk right now, dude. I got 3 hours of
getting a
sleep
new
last night.
phone, getting a new phone is one of the most underwhelming big purchases you can make.
Totally. It's the same thing as you had before. Just
You look at
slightly
it and you
faster.
go,
You're like $1,200.
is the literal exact same thing I just got, just without the cracks, and it was $1,100. It's like you go buy a new surfboard for $800, and you're frothing. It's like you look at it, you wax it, or like skis or ski boots. Like there's so many purchases in the same rate of money
Yeah.
that are more, and this is so underwhelming.
But also
you
phones
look
are
at
like
the camera, dude, and like we obviously, if you guys don't know our background, we used to work for like a phone tech company called Moment. Like you look at the camera, and it looks horrible. It looks horrible. It's just like, oh yeah, like it looks just like the last one.
underwhelmed.
It's like
Well,
you
the
can't
thing
see
about the
software
phone,
working.
I think we all love and hate our phones. They're like a necessity of
Right.
life now, but it's also like, why do I want to always be? Anyone can hit you up at any time with a phone.
Right.
You can access information at any time. It's just like, it's like the worst and best thing at the same time. So that mixed with the underwhelming feeling of it being the same hardware of the last one, it's kind of like, wow, I should have bought a used Toyota Corolla.
Yeah, totally. And I could have gone somewhere.
Actually,
Anyways, we
Toyota
bought
you could
300.
get.
We bought $300 shoes. we'll just smoke
200
beans.
for my wife listening. What were they? 280. Not
The
300.
foam does feel good, but also like what a silly thing to say. The foam feels so good.
No, dude, the foam feels so good. Runners get that, dude. The turnover feels so good.
No, dude, the foam does feel so good.
The foam feels really good.
Yeah,
They feel
my
so
problem is I
squishy.
bought those shoes. I ran 2 miles with them after like a really long day, and then 3 days later, or like 2 days later, is when my calf started hurting. So then I have this weird mental block of like, did the shoes cause my calf injury?
You're gonna be
which
the first
obviously it
pacer
didn't.
with a shoe change. Actually,
Totally.
yeah.
Because the Zagamas I've like broken in, they feel better, but I'm like, do I think they're gonna hurt after a while? And the other shoes, I'm like, well, if they hurt my calf, I don't want to wear them. So then I'm all
I
like,
listened.
yeah,
I'm like deep in the trail running like YouTube game, and there's a shoe
flex.
review podcast that just they talk for so long just on a pair of shoes, and they talk about a pair of shoes like, is it a good blow up shoe? Like if you blow up in 100 and then you have to hike, is that carbon plate gonna screw you up? They're like, yeah, it's a great blow up shoe.
No way, that's funny.
Yeah, I do think this would be a decent blow up shoe because I've hiked in it now a decent amount,
Right.
and it feels really nice. But my only complaint with it, small shoe review, is that it does have a pretty good, the top, like where your ankle goes around, it's very comfortable, but it doesn't seal rocks out very well. Like you'd almost want to wear a gaiter if you were in a really rocky environment.
Yeah, it has little holes in it that all
has
the dust on my trails
Oh, the
absolutely just
one
gets,
run and
yeah,
it looked like it was 3 months old. Like
right.
I ran in the mud once, but the grip was good. Again, the foam is everything, you know. And then I'll bring a backup pair too. I'll bring those La Sportivas I've been hyped on like all year. Those are I did most of my training in that shoe.
Right.
The thing about the Ons, I bought a half
So
size.
Euro of you.
Yeah.
Oh, you bought a bigger shoe. So
I bought a
when your
half
feet
size
swell.
larger. That somewhat intentionally because we bought these like what, a month ago, 3 weeks ago. So pretty recently, I knew they were going to be like the race shoe.
Right. So I had to break them in enough, but also.
So, and with 100, everyone says if you go a half size bigger, especially if you have a lot of downhill, your toes don't touch the ends at all. It just gives your feet more room to breathe. And this is not really a super technical 100 miler.
Which is honestly great for the nighttime because if you're in like a boulder field at night, it's such a drag.
There'll be a couple boulder fields, but they'll be short. And then I was like, I saw follow a dude who's going to be in the race who will most likely beat me because he's fast. He went to their training camp they offered and was like, yeah, these trails are so super smooth. And I ran the Y East 50K 3 years ago.
Yep.
And I remember those trails. And that's kind of why I was like, this 100 would be cool. I remember those trails being like perfect. They're like single track, but they're pretty groomed, which is nice. They're nice. Well used mountain bikes and other hikers. So it'd be sick, dude. The weather looks great.
Excited. I'm so
there's
excited.
There's the only one worry right now is there's a wildfire that cropped up. It's currently not smoky at Mount Hood, but like a handful of miles away. So hopefully that goes down this week and the wind doesn't shift a lot. But I'd honestly still rather take a little smoke in the air over like raining all day, mostly for my family and the crew.
Right.
And even me, like being wet is a pain.
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah.
How do you plan for a race like this? Can you kind of get like, do you like, because I feel like it's not like a 50K where it's like, I'm going to bring a couple bags of Cheez-Its and hit a couple aid stations. I'll be done in 6 hours. Like, it's like, how do you actually go?
I'm also realizing too, apart from just nutrition and like what you want, the whole thing is like a lot more of a pain in the butt. Like in terms of logistics. Cause it's like, okay, you do want help from like, you know, your wife, your spouse, whatever, or your buddy. And you go down, they're going to have to come. You have all this stuff. I bought like a new tub. So tonight, actually, I bought this like tub at Walmart that's clear. I'm going to put every aid station, like pre-make these 3 gels in here and like label it so that right when I get there, no one has to like think I've already done that. Cause unless you have like a really,
because if you're like, I need a honey stinger and there's like 3 flavors and you're like, which flavor do you want? Like, it's going to be so annoying.
Yeah. Being as organized as possible and making that plan. So just in general, the 100s are like a lot more because then it goes overnight and then we had to think about the Airbnb for an extra day and just like when the kids are going to sleep. Plus we're bringing our dog. So like, do we bring him with us for half the day and bring him back? And like, where do the aid stations land to get back to the Airbnb in time? It's a bunch of just like, it's a fun problem though. It's not like I'm not complaining. Like this is all I'm lucky to get to even like.
And crew chief has already explained to me we're gonna have a pre-race meeting Friday night.
Yeah, we got to.
Yeah,
so
like
sick.
After the kids an all hands. After the kids
we'll do
nap or
birthday dinner.
Yeah,
I thought it would be funny at every aid station if I had to take like a bite of a cupcake on my birthday.
Yeah, or like a shot.
Oh, for sure, dude. Shot a fireball, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Never even had that.
Never even had.
But to plan out the actual nutrition side of it, it's pretty simple in terms of on their website, you can kind of see distance between each aid station.
Mm-hmm.
And so I break it down as small as you can. I did have to go through manually, and I looked at, they don't have the, in between each aid station, they don't have like the vert profile. So I manually like looked that up. It's like, because when I come into an aid station, I'm going to want to be like, okay, to the next one is 8 miles, but how much vert? Because that makes a big difference on like how slow I'll go or estimate the times. So then I just look at each of those between aid stations and say, okay, I kind of know how much like grams of carbs and water I should be drinking now from all the training.
Sure.
So I'm aiming for like 80 to 90 grams of carbs per hour and about a liter and a half of water per hour, which is quite a bit. All that kind of like is on a scale though of how much effort you're putting in. So ideally I'm running really low heart rate all day, pretty easy. You can take in less because you're not like, your body's not like pedal to the metal on it. If you were running like a 50K hard or a trail half marathon, well, maybe not, because then your stomach might be more upset. It's kind of this weird, the distance, because you need to think, like, I need to start slowly supplying my body food for 24 hours. And if you're off at the beginning, you slowly are just, leaving a bigger gap to fill.
Totally.
So taking it easy, trying to keep the heart rate in like the 130s, 140s for sure all day. I really, like, I would assume I'll get up to the 150s. And again, everyone's heart rate's different, but for me,
on
some of the climbs, like I'll get up to the probably mid to high 150s. But again, I'm going to be hiking those climbs. But I've seen my heart rate get up to plenty high on climbs. It's just more of the effort leading into it, if it's hot out, all those things. So I don't know, dude. Yeah, I think you start with a plan. People say you run the first in 100, you run the first 50 miles with your legs and the second 50 miles with your mind or your brain, like
with your heart.
Yeah, dude, freaking heart, dude. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose.
Can't lose.
But it'll be. I'm saying the game plan will. I have a plan. I'm assuming at about halfway, everything will start to change, and I'll be like, just give me Coca-Cola, like no other gels. So it'll be a big adventure, and I'm just approaching it like that. Again, the 24-hour goal is sick. Finishing is number one goal. Like I'm definitely finishing.
So a 24-hour race would be, what are your splits per mile?
I don't even know. Maybe like.
Should I do some math, bro?
Whoa, public math. Slightly public math. I think it's like 13 or 14 minute pace. I'm guessing. I don't really know.
Just so you know where I'm at, I just because I wasn't fully thinking, I said 100 divided by 24, and then it was just like 4.16, and I was like, that what? That's what am I doing?
Ask
and then I felt really embarrassed, and
bro.
I just had oh yeah, dude, I'll ask chat really quick.
Yeah, say.
Have you named your chat yet?
No, I barely use it. I use it like a boomer, where you just like Google search questions with it, and it does do a really good job of answering those questions. But I don't interact with it like. I'm scared of it. So.
Okay. Average speed 4.17 miles per hour. Your average pace would need to be a 14:24.
Cool. That's not, but that's again a cumulative aid station stopping time too.
Yes.
So you got to think about all that. But 4.1 miles an hour, like think of that as a hike. Because I do.
How many aid stations are there?
I think there's 13 or 14. So quite a bit. Are you gonna break out my stoppage time?
Yeah.
Whoa, dude. But yeah, that's kind of the plan overall. It's like go out easy. Be very content. I want to feel like I haven't even really worked hard at all until like the first 50K. I want to make sure when I come into that 8, I'll be like, yeah, I'm like still holding back. That would be a nice feeling. But again, it'll be a day. I'm gonna hopefully bring the GoPro, get a few clips just to see how. If it doesn't fit in my belt, I might not bring it, and then just get a couple clips on my phone. But we'll definitely do a recap pod. So you're coming in just for a strike mission. You're coming in Friday, races Saturday, then you leave Sunday night.
Exactly.
Have you found a rental car yet? Because they're all sold out apparently in Portland.
Dude, yeah, but I did a sketch. Dude, it's probably
you got
sketchy.
Something?
It was the cheapest one, and it was like economy rental, and it was like, we don't tell you who the provider is until you book.
Oh, weird.
And then but it's through Sixt, which is good, but it's like no refunds. Like I have to like print something out. I'm like, do I actually?
How much was it?
It's like $300. It was expensive still,
Okay.
dude. It's still like $100 a day. I'm like, dude, what is
That's not.
happening? Summer has been
Yeah,
crazy.
and you check Turo too. Oh yeah, they're all $100 a day.
Yeah. Okay, so if you built in 1 hour for aid stations total, you would be running, your running time would be 23 hours. You would need to run a little faster, 4.35 miles an hour at 13:48 per mile. So not a crazy jump. And then you would basically get 4 minutes and 36 seconds per aid station.
Yeah, I mean, again, using
That's
less at
kind
the
of helpful,
beginning.
actually.
Yeah, it
Math's
is.
cool.
Dang,
How
dude.
cool is math, dude? Thanks,
Uh,
chat.
I do think the 24-hour goal, like it is right at the threshold of I think where I'm at. Maybe best day ever. I'm in 23-hour range. Even if I'm not gonna be upset if I'm like a little
No,
after. But oh, dude,
no.
here's the
The
thing.
goal is to
Here's the
finish.
thing.
The second goal
Tw-
is to break
So
24. The third goal is to get top 10.
so you get a belt buckle when you finish a 100-miler. It's like a
Yeah,
thing.
so
Some
funny.
100Ks too. But if you finish under 24 hours, here's another thing. You get a silver belt buckle. It's like
What's
a
the other
thing,
one color?
like bronze, I think, or just like a rust color. I don't know.
Gosh,
Isn't
all
that
the
funny?
medals are so
I don't
ugly.
like belt buckle.
Yeah.
Like, why don't you give me something a little more practical?
I was like, you give me this T-shirt, I'll never wear it. You give me this medal, I'll never look at. I just
The
give it to my
coolest thing,
kids to play with. It's like
it's
in their
kind of
dress-up
like
bin.
Western country, like a big belt buckle.
It
But I
is.
don't. I've
I
never
was
worn
never
a
a
belt
belt. I was
buckle.
never a belt buckle guy. But
Yeah,
there
I'm
was
an
definitely
emo.
some
I'm an
belt.
emo kid.
Yeah, there were definitely some belt buckle guys in high school in Kansas
Did you have
City.
Did you have a spike belt in high school at all?
No, dude. I
I
was
had one for
preppy,
like.
bro. I, I
Oh
I
yeah,
was like emo underground where I hit it, where I would like listen to the songs, but I'd put on like my
closet
pink
emo.
polo. Yeah, I was closet
Yeah,
emo.
in the car, just screaming to brand new. You're crying.
Exactly. And then,
Or
but then
bright
like
eyes.
I had like a pink polo with like in like Vineyard Vine shorts and Sperry's on.
Yeah. Did you ever have like double polo where you popped both
No,
collars?
dude. No, dude. No
Dude,
one actually did that I
no,
ever saw.
there were for sure a kid at our school, and we would like talk about him for a while. Like I'm not gonna say his name, but
Yeah, one is
he
probably mean.
double popped
Kids are mean.
polo like all the time. I think
I
he
mean,
triple popped once. I'm not even
I
kidding.
mean, if you're a TBD, no, dang it, what is it? A triple pop? Oh, a TPP. If you're a TPP, dude,
That's why people listen.
you got crazy things going on.
TPP with the Lacoste.
Yeah, Lacoste is a little too Euro for me. It was always Vineyard Vines, obviously Polo.
Lacoste was like I think most of the preppy kids at our school had that brand. I remember.
Definitely had Lacoste, but it was more like French and Euro, and it was not as
Mhm.
American. So people in Missouri were like, Vineyard Vines was like very East Coast, very South.
Mhm. I don't think I've
Southern.
heard of that. That's funny.
You never heard of Vineyard
Okay.
Vines? Oh wow.
No. Do you ever think you would do a 100-miler in your future?
No.
No.
I do want to do like a 50-mile or 100K
You'll go straight.
though.
You'll go straight to Cocodona, straight to
Yeah,
250.
but a 250, 100%.
Yeah.
No, I just want to do. I don't actually. Yeah, I don't have a lot of interest in it. I really don't. But I would want to do a longer than a 50K, like a 50-miler or a 100K. 100K would probably be my max, just because it's like it's still a fun day in the mountains,
Yeah.
like a
Did
fun
we
15-hour day in the mountains.
did we miss the sign up for what's the Montana race?
Run the rut?
Yeah. Is it
Oh
sold
yeah.
out?
It's full. It's full for sure. But I'll
Because
look.
that's September. That's the one I know you want to do. We have
I
to. We have to
really
get
wanted.
next year. You for sure need to get on that list.
Yeah, this year, yeah, it's sold out. There will be no wait lists. Yeah, I feel like just need to give. I mean, I made the joke because obviously I used your birthday leverage with your time you spent on training
Yeah.
as a barometer test for what I could get away with. And so I obviously started joking about it with Sarah, kind of
Oh, you did.
like peppering it in a little bit. So she, just playing mind games, full Jedi mind tricks of like, you will let me have free time.
15 hours a week.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, surfing.
More shoes. More
Yeah,
shoes.
yeah, more gear.
Yeah. Yeah, no, running is
Um,
kind of it's like weirdly annoying for sure. I have a hard time not talking about stuff all the time. Like my interest.
Yeah,
So
it drives
I've
Ariana crazy.
I've tried to. I think I've held back a bit, but like if at night, if we're, I mean, with the kids, it's like we don't even have as many conversations as we did, 3 years ago. Um, but when I do, I feel like I'm really try not to talk about the race. But in the last 2 weeks, I have because I'm like, we have to get some stuff.
We literally
organized
have to
and
talk
now
about this. Yeah.
we have to make a plan now.
But yeah, so I bring it up to Sarah, like, yeah, he's just been running so much. I think it was the night you did Vesper, and I was like, look at this photo, like it's so crazy. You think you get back to like 10. I was like, I mean, it's like, and I literally was like, man, all that free time. I was like, I need to sign up for a race, and she had a visceral face change, negative reaction of just like no, like. And then, but what's funny is she was like, I'm signing up for a race. I need free time.
Dude.
Of course, my response is like, hell yeah, go for it. I just like, it's just so funny how like the different response, it's like she has a way more negative reaction to those things at first, but then gets way mellower. I have a really positive reactions to those things at first, but then week 8, I'm so grumpy about it.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh, you know who else might sign up for a race? Ariana had briefly mentioned she wants to do a 5K with her friend Caitlin. So putting that on the pod because I know she'll listen. So yeah,
actually,
maybe
the thing that I should train for is a fast 5K because I talked about that in the turkey trot. For me, fast 5K, so slow. But
I think that might hurt your Achilles more though.
Yeah, dude. Well, I mean, I'm gonna need you to walk so that I don't know if it's my Achilles. It's like
you still have that bike, that gravel bike.
I gave it back, but I could go get it whenever.
Yeah. We should do a bike race. That'd be kind of tight, like something different.
Yeah.
I wonder how like between me and you on a bike, who would like be like. How I don't know anything about bike speed, like because Yuri, I rode with him and he's fast.
Right.
I think like the gear matters a lot more on a bike, like for speed.
Right.
But dude, that'd be fun to do like a big bike adventure.
That would be fun.
Maybe not a race, but like
I don't care about a race, but like a bike packing trip. Would be cool.
I've just never done that. So new stuff to me, I'm always like such a sucker for like, a trip to Baja. Like I just want the experiences. Like they're so fun, something different and new. Versus like, I think that's why again the 100. Like I'm actually weirdly excited to be like, what am I gonna feel like at midnight after running since 5 a.m? Like what? I have no idea. I know it'll be bad, but like I'm just so curious, like where my mind will be at, how the body holds up. Yeah, dude, it'd be crazy. Like to think like, I think the last week I've been like thinking to myself like midday at like 3 or whatever. I'll be like, what if I was running today since 5 a.m. and haven't stopped? Like, that's when I'm just always go back to like, dude, you better start so slow. Like, that's just so much time. It's so much time. It's like, and then you need to essentially run until 4 or 5 in the morning again.
Yeah, it's.
Well, I bought the required gear on this one is you have to have 2 headlamps as a backup. So at the night section, you carry 2 headlamps as the runner. So I bought one off Amazon. It's coming today, an extra one. I had like a really crappy old one. I was like, nah, I might as well. Headlamps are like, okay, just put this out there. Headlamps are a great investment because you'll use them all the time. Like you use them at night.
And they're really not that expensive.
No, like $60 for $40. I think mine was 40, and it's actually like 400 lumens.
Nice.
Pretty good. And like I'll use them at home to like take the trash out, or like you just use a headlamp all the time. So
totally to work on the van.
I haven't had to luckily work on the van, so
wow, that's crazy.
It's been 2 years, and it's been like, I mean, I've only driven it like for pretty much for fun trips, like, or take it around here like once a week. But
yeah,
I know it's holding together.
So for my pack, I mean, I basically am gonna have my Solomon pack.
Okay.
I'll probably wear my Run Rabbit shorts.
Oh yeah,
we
haven't talked about our kids yet.
Yeah, I'll probably have my long sleeve shirt that I like to wear. I feel like it just cover the skin a little bit. And then hat, I don't know yet. Probably just like my Cieli hat, some sunnies. I just have like my blender sunglasses that I wear.
I don't know if you'll need sunglasses, bro.
Well, not at night, but when I'm crazy,
During the day, yeah.
I'll have my 2 bottles. I'll have my BPN electrolyte, which doesn't have any sugar in it, which is great because I feel like sugar actually dehydrates you. I was reading it's like after a long time, like sugar, it helps, but then it can start to dehydrate you if you have too much. I don't know.
Whoa. I'm going to be having so much sugar carbs.
Yeah. And then the oat bars, like the BPN bar, I'll have those. And then was probably going to pick up, I love Cheez-Its, and like they're salty and they're just delicious. So I was like, and like so many gels and things at aid stations are sweet, and sweet to me is just I just very much prefer savory. So and
Yeah.
I always freak out if I just only have sweet as the last thing I eat. Like every meal I have, my last bite is savory, and I'm like very OCD about it.
I'm gonna send
So
you a photo. I'm gonna send you a photo right now of my like. I bought a one last big bulk buy of like my gels.
sick.
Here,
And then I have some salt stick electrolyte pills that I'll pop probably like one every hour that have like magnesium and phosphorus and all that stuff. That
nice.
what it is, but it helps you.
That's a good kit. Yeah, I'll be rocking the On Cloud Ultra Pros with a backup pair of shoes of the La Sportivas. Socks. I found these socks I really like called Swiftwick. They're just on Amazon. I did some training with toe socks, and I'm gonna have a pair of those as backup.
Mm.
But the Swiftwicks were nice. They're a good height. Like they're not super tall, but they're not all the way low. They're a little higher than a crew too, which is weird. So like those socks. Shorts I've been really liking. I was never like a 2-in-1 liner short guy. I always had like one pair of them, but I was like I like split shorts. I like free flow. Dude, I've like really loved this pair of the 2-in-1 North Face shorts. They're like
Nice.
kind of longer, like 8 inches.
Mm-hmm.
I think with these hundreds, like longer, chill, Courtney to Walter vibes, like is the way to go. Like, why would I be in 3-inch shorts running for a day?
Right.
Like, I'm gonna be walking a lot. Like, unless I'm running like on the track or a fast road race, I'm long
Sure.
shorts now.
Sure.
Shirt, I have like I'm definitely gonna change my shirt throughout the day because I get really sweaty pretty easily.
A change of
And
shirt's a good idea, as well as like
yeah,
I'm probably gonna bring like a windbreaker. Like I have that. I just bought
yeah,
like this super light jacket.
yep,
Just literally just to cut the wind.
yeah. I have I think I'm gonna start. I have this shirt. I actually wore it at the Ray Miller shirt. This old ratty Mountain Hardwear shirt. It's like cotton, but it's so thin. I'm gonna start in that. I think it's black. And just because me and Ariana always joke about it, because I'll be like doing laundry, and she'll be like, "How do you still have this shirt?" It's become like that shirt in our house,
Right.
and I'm like,
Yeah,
"Well,
that's
now it's
funny.
kind of like my race running shirt, which I like." And
That's
then I
sick.
bought the craft shirts we've had forever since we did the craft thing. I
Yeah.
like those. They are really good quality. So I'll have my yellow one just as an option. And then I just bought this new brand they're out of Leavenworth, Washington, and it's called Terragnota. And their whole goal is to make like affordable but good quality trail running gear. So they have like a trail tee that's very lightweight. It's just white. Because I was like, if it's sunny out, it's only $22.
Oh, what?
Which is no,
I'm
their
about to
whole
look this
website
up.
is awesome. So it's this guy named Alex King, the
Ter-
really really good runner.
Oh, he rips, right?
Yeah, he
I think
rips.
I
He's
follow
like
him
a
on
pro.
Strava.
Yeah.
Wait, what they called?
So he's
Terracotta.
yeah, pretty much Terragnota.
Okay.
Really good products.
I mean.
Terrig. Just
Oh
spell
wow,
it
I
out.
actually got pretty close.
Anyways, I got their T-shirt, and they're sponsoring the race too. Actually, so every racer gets one of their they make like a kind of like a Melanzana hoodie, like fleece. Every racer,
They
I guess,
have a
gets one for
vest.
free. They just launched their vest. Yeah, it's white. Yeah, they just started. Everyone's making products these days. You know
Dude,
what I'm saying?
$22 is
Yeah, I really
so sick. That
no,
hoodie's $34. I mean,
bro. The thing is,
goodbye inflation. I'm about to go off on this side, dude. They better offer 2-day
so
shipping.
that
I'm not
is
gonna
I
freaking
give him
cook.
so much credit for like that's for sure his approach with the company. It's like be the cheapest but the best. It's like why make these markups? I don't think he's trying to do it for the right reasons, like very core.
I also think
And
it's funny. It's just like he's like, we're gonna make no money, and it's sick.
yeah, and it's sick. But
And
like
it's
I think
so
he's
sick.
but he's also you can trust him because he's an athlete too. And like
Yeah. It's like if he's wearing it. No, dude, I'm gonna go off on this side right now.
Yeah.
They have a short. I love shorts, dude.
Their shorts are
$29,
sick.
guys. This is
That's
a
what's
free
up.
website. It's free. It's free things. You get free things on this website. They don't have
It's not
large.
free. They sell out a lot. But what I did actually, when I wanted to buy the shirt, it was sold out. I hit my notify to restock, which I never do that. And it actually, in a couple weeks, I got notified and I just clicked it bought and then it shipped in like a day. So he's killing it.
Dude, should we
Shout
be
out
in
to him.
matching shirts too?
Yo, they might have some products for sale at Hood 100. They're sponsoring the event. So,
Well,
anyways,
they must be making some money then. That's
and
sick.
and a hat. I'm actually I got a new hat a little bit ago. It's just to rep my skate background. I'll have a few hats because again I sweat them out. But there's this
Just
hat called
rep my skate bag.
this brand called Butter Goods. It's like a Butter Goods
Butter
sports hat.
goods.
It's like one of their just kind of 5-panel style hats.
Wait, dude, I'm so psyched on Terry. I'm just like the fact I couldn't
Yeah,
be
we should-
frothing more on this. I'm like,
we
this
should-
is so sick.
It'd be fun to do like some product video for him. I think he makes a lot of his own content too. So his Instagram is pretty good follow. So that's the kit, and then so I just sent Niles a photo of some of my nutrition. I've been training a lot with Precision. I don't know if that's my
Yeah, yeah. I saw your. I
so
saw your-
Precision hydration, no, Precision fuel. I have their 30 gram calf and 90 gram big boy carbs. All my gels will be those, plus one other brand of gel, SIS beta fuel. So these all have a really good high carb content, and the quality's good. And then I bought Precision's salt. I call it the bougie salt because they're in these little like individual packaged salt pills.
Mhm.
And then I'm also gonna rock some maybe 2 times throughout the race just to get more of a not just all. I'll eat real food, like some sandwiches and some cup of noodles, potatoes. We got those planned out. But again, I want to keep this race simple. I'm not trying to, and like using the aid station for certain things like some fruits and stuff, and then not overdoing it. But most of my training, I've been keeping the stomach pretty happy on these brands of carbs, and then just drinking enough water. Oh, and then of course, Hyper Light carb salt drink mix. Hyper Light's the best, dude. It's so simple. It's like I do 1.5 scoops in a flask, and that's good for an hour. That's then
sick.
I'll top off with gels, but
Yo,
and then Coca-Cola.
Can I send some Terragnata gear to the Airbnb because it's not gonna be here in time?
Bro, you literally just did a full order.
I'm getting
Email
a
him and
hat
say
a hat and a shirt.
ask him to bring it to the start line. Just DM him.
That actually is a good idea. No, that site's crazy. I mean, like that. I just because it's everything. So
Everything's so expensive right now.
When
I know.
everyone's like trying to be like this super hype beast, edgy brand with like $90 shorts, and then they're just like, we just
it's
make
like
the best cheap thing. It's like, oh, that's so much more.
so
like
sick.
Dirt
And they're
bag
at Leavenworth. It's awesome.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
Alex is
super
sick.
cool. I'm trying to think is there anything else that we missed or didn't hit on? Like, what else is happening in our lives? Oh wait.
I bought this. I bought some extra Body Glide. This one is specifically for my butt crack.
Oh. Very good.
I have this squirrel's nut butter for like my thighs and feet. I literally bought this
balls.
small I bought this small Body Glide. I was like,
This is the
he's
butt
like,
crack. This is the
what's
butt
that
crack
for? And I was
bottle.
like, it's for Dad's
so don't
blood.
touch that. So
Don't touch this one. This is going up the crack. Got to tape the nipples from the beginning.
Nice.
I'm gonna pre-tape everything. A lot of times when I wear a running belt too, I get like a
little chafe,
a rash in like my lower back in that in that gap where my massive muscles are.
Right.
And
let's end on a topic. So how do you navigate all kids throwing up?
Last night.
Yeah, let's hear about last night.
First of all, I'm not. Crew chief handled it like obviously a ton. I was still up and it was weird because this was the most amount of like the way the kids were puking was so rapid fire. It was insane. Right. So we were going through like towels and just like the bed. I slept on the couch, which jacked up my back last night because our couch is now pretty old and lumpy. I also was like still feeling a stomach bug. I'm like, I might be getting sick too. You just can't really avoid it. You kind of just are like, here we go. And you like get in the trenches. Luckily, I didn't have a call scheduled this morning for work, but basically 4 days ago, one of our kids started puking. It was just her. It was fine. She puked in her bed a couple of times and whatever. It was fine. It was over. And then just yesterday at about 6 p.m., 6 or 7, not too late or anything, Barry just threw up all over the kitchen. All over, like noodles and whatever. It was big. Clean that out. And then my tummy hurts. And she was kind of saying my tummy hurts earlier in the day, like maybe around 3 or 4. I'm like, okay, just eat something. And then again, it happened like probably 45 minutes later, big puke. We have this like kids Halloween candy bucket. And so we're just like, that's the puke bucket. And so she does a pretty good job of making it into that. They don't really go to the toilet. It's kind of scary. And then by that time, we put her in the bath, a few things, and we made a little like pad ground bed next to our bed. And then I went in there and I started like, I just like laid with her. I played guitar a little bit and like just get her to calm down. And she puked like 4 or 5 more times. And this is just me back and forth. Ariana will handle like coming in and wiping her. She was putting the other kids down at the same time. And then Milo, an hour later, Barry finally gets asleep. All of a sudden pukes all over his crib. And he's the worst puker, my boy. Like he won't go into the bucket. He refuses. He like moves his body. And then so we're like, okay, he's going in my.
He doesn't want it to be real, so he flails. Yeah,
and he's like gagging on it. And luckily we're not like exhausted at this point because it's only like 9 o'clock. Like it's not that late or anything. But then, dude, just the amount they were going is.
So it was so May didn't puke because she'd already had it.
No, so we shut her in her room was shut. She was asleep, so we only had to deal with 2. But they were both in our room, and I then made my way out around 11 to the couch. And again, this is all like this whole week I've had such bad sleep, and I was like prioritizing good sleep. I was like, I want to go to bed at 9:30 or 10 every night, get up at like kind of early to get my body adjusted for like early race morning. Dude, I've gotten 4 like the worst. But again, yesterday was Monday. It's only Tuesday today, so we're okay. Like if I can get a few nights.
If you can like throw up tonight, be good by Thursday, drive in Friday.
I know. I was like, if I get sick, let me get it today. Like, let me just get it over with. But no, Ariana just handled that. I kind of just like help out where I can.
Yeah.
But
we had 2. We've never had all 3 because Benji's only 10 months old. But right before the Arrowhead shoot, that's what we had.
Yeah.
Every hour, both kids would puke pretty much all night.
Yeah,
I think they both threw up like 5 or 6 times. And what we did is bucket. It's a lot of towels. What you want to mitigate is the mess. The first throw up is always surprising. Big mess. What you want to mitigate is the cleanup. Because after they get everything out of their stomach, it's kind of just dry, heaving, bile.
Spit up. Like
it's like it's gross. So, but if you can mitigate so what I do is like I like made a little bed on like their couch and like put them one on either side. Each had a bucket. And then it was like towels everywhere. Like they're sleeping on just like 9 different towels. Yeah. So that when they throw up, it's a quick towel, grab towel in, they can keep sleeping.
The washing machine is just running.
Yeah, the washing machine's just running. But like if you get hosed, the mess is what kind of kills your sleep. Because waking up for them 1 minute for them to throw up, and then it's like, okay, wipe their face.
Yeah, and like big blankets suck to get puke all over because then you're like, oh, like one of ours big blankets out in the yard right now. It's just like out in the yard hosed off. It's like I'm not putting that in our washing machine.
Totally.
And then getting them, I went to the gas station, not super late, but at like 10 last night. Got like Gatorade makes like a Pedialyte thing. I got some of that. We'll put them in their bottle and some saltines.
Yeah.
But dude, I don't know. Yeah, you just as a parent, that's part of it. You just sit there, rub their back. Holding Barry's hair back, just it's okay, wipe her face off. And then unfortunately Milo, not Barry, has had like diarrhea all morning too. So and he gets like a diaper rash. So then I just we put him in the shower or the bath to like clean it because he's like he doesn't want to be it's a whole thing.
The older they get, the easier it is for sure.
It's this is definitely part of being a dad though. It's part of being a parent. Dad's striding and mom's striding is just getting those kids. I mean, I remember getting sick. Like not a lot, but I was, I just wanted to like, you're kind of a zombie. Like kids they're so weak. After they puke 3 times, they got like no energy. So, and they're tired.
Zapped. They're zapped.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. But then of course they wake up this morning at like 7 a.m. and they're like, nothing happened almost.
Right.
Like, fine.
And like they're starving. And like they're starving. Yeah.
I'm like, what happened? Yeah. No one's puked yet. I'll go check. It's 10:30 right now. I need to check some work stuff. And then, I think tonight I'm gonna do I'm gonna get those Ziploc bags from Walmart, like the gallon ones, and then make my rough plan of aid per station. Probably start packing because tomorrow's Wednesday. We leave Thursday for the Airbnb, so I don't want to be packing everything tomorrow night. I want to do some tonight. But yeah, this has been a long pod. Hopefully, we're actually almost at like 1 hour, so that's pretty good. I think we used to pod for like an hour all the time. Maybe not. I don't remember. It's been too long.
Yeah.
But no, it's been I think the next one we'll do is definitely like the recap. So we have our expectations right now. You've kind of heard broken up throughout the pod. The next episode we'll definitely do a recount of what happened and if they were even close to our expectations or where our heads are at. But I know my
Yeah.
legs will be absolutely destroyed. That's a
Right.
given. I'll be
And
I'll be
and
wrecked for
and
like
if
a
you want to
month.
follow along, there's not a tracker for this race, but but crew chief did put me in charge of Caleb's Instagram. I probably won't post to yours and Dad's strides. So
Yeah, just do
I'll
mine.
probably just pick
I've
one.
had some like
Yeah.
do my stories because I've had some people like following the journey a little bit, and then at Camera Caleb if you want to follow. But I do think I'll post as well. The race did email out like they have a tracker link. It's not like you can't click on a runner and follow their like GPS progress, but they have like at every aid station there's a timing mat, so there'll be like a website that's like this person made it to here first, so it'll be live during the race, but it won't be these like 4-hour gaps or whatever.
Dude, do you think I Run Far is going to be posting about it?
No, I Run Far, dude, is the most core thing in
We've
trail
talked
running
about it.
ever.
It's so
I
funny.
would love to do a documentary on like, because it's this gal Megan and the guy Brian, and they are like, they've been in it so long, and anytime they pop up or make their YouTube videos, I'm like, this is the sickest thing ever, dude. It's so core. It's like unreal. But
Cool. Well, the next time I see you, we'll be in
Friday.
in Oregon. Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
be
dude.
driving in my Nissan Versa rental car.
We'll have my legs up. We'll have a little birthday dinner. And I think
Yeah.
me, you, and my dad. I think the plan is to go out to the
and grab the bibs.
grab to the bibs, and like there's
Can't wait to have my taster bib.
there's a mandatory
That's gonna be
pre-race meeting we'll have to be at, and then the girls will stay back, cook up some dinner, and then we'll come back and have our
Watch
meeting.
the kiddos.
So,
Sick, dude.
Yep.
All right, we'll rest up.
thanks, dude.
All right, y'all. Thanks for listening to this one. Keep the stride alive, and
Let us know if you got any big races or adventures coming up too.
Yeah.
Comment on this video or just shoot us a message on Instagram. I'm curious if people are still getting
Doing
after it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are people still into running?
Yeah. And if we make it through this adventure, you'll hear from us again. And if we die, then you won't.
Yeah, exactly. All right, later.
Woo!